talking about my honeymoon, and John was saying he's going to crash it. So if that's the case, he's definitely going to have to get those I have to get these vaccinations for my honeymoon. And it's like a list of big vaccines, guys. I'm kind of scared. I'm going tomorrow for my appointment. So that's my update this week. I'm getting my vaccinations for my trip in January. John wants to come too.
Yes.
So he's got to come with me tomorrow.
I have no problem. I love you.
Tomorrow you got to come with me. I need a buddy. Oh yeah. I am so into the John Rizzo cam. This is the best part of the show. I come in and I'm like, what is this? Isn't this great? Look how fun! Oh my gosh, I am so cheesing. Like, this is so good. It's like we're hanging out. He's right here, and this is great. We actually have live footage of him. Who's this handsome chap? We should set you up with this nice ring light too. Okay, guys, today is like all things multitasker, all things multitasking. Multitaskers you need in your everyday life. We're gonna go through like any kind of activity is covered here, all right? I'm just gonna put that out there. We're covering walking, talking, eating, working, any of the activities. You can incorporate these fun gadgets. And also great for anyone on your holiday list. If you're like me and you still got a couple people to check off, this is a great place to be. It's kind of like a neutral territory. I don't know if that even makes sense, but like, you know when you need those gifts that go for anyone and everyone? That would be today's show, because everyone is in need of a little help when it comes to multitasking. And one of the things I think that's taken up taken up popularity is ring lights. Like, this is a kind of like a mini version of your ring light, if you will. But I do have a big one because I've done, you know, obviously lives from home too. But the beauty about this guy is that this can take your live streaming to anywhere, or your live, I don't know, selfie cameras. We're seeing a lot of family. I know there's a lot of selfies to be had in the month of December. For me, I feel like my camera goes, I looked at my camera count the other day and I have like 10,000 photos.
Delete.
And I sat there and I went through them. I'm like, there's so many selfies, you know, and it's always like those family events. Like Thanksgiving was one of them. I have like, I don't know, there's babies, there's all these photos, and there's a million selfies. So if you guys are into the selfies games, this is like your selfie. It's better, way better than your selfie stick. It'd be nice if we could add these to your selfie stick. You probably can. But this is a ring light that clips onto your phone. So really easy. I'm gonna demonstrate it with my phone right now. So it just clips on, and then it's got 3 light settings, which I personally love because I'm a little particular. George, our producer, will say the same thing about my lighting. I'm really into lighting. Like, George, the lighting today, it's beautiful. We love it. So when you're in dark places, you know, sometimes that selfie cam can be a little scary. So don't look at my dirty phone screen either. I love the fact that you can adjust your lighting, get better photos. Maybe you're into videos. You can also flip it around and use it like if you're taking your photo from this angle. So I just think it's really lovely. There's 3 settings. So you've got like your LED, which is that like bright light that kind of mimics like the look of, I don't know, being outside, right, George? You know lighting.
Sure.
What would your, like, this shade be?
Cool.
Cool, thank you. See, this is why we have the dream team here today. So this is like your cool setting, and then you've got your warmer setting. I like the warmer setting because I like when my skin looks a little warmer. We're in the winter months, and I'm like, I haven't seen the sun in a little bit, so I like to look like I've got a little bronze going on, and then this is like that middle setting. So 3 settings, you've got options, you've got your cool tones to your warmer tones, and they all just really enhance your photos, your video, anything and everything. And then if you're someone who likes to do their makeup, I mean, sometimes I use my phone to do my makeup. I don't know if I'm the only weirdo that does that, but John does it all the time. Last week we actually had John do a little makeup. Didn't you?
I did.
Check out last week's episode, MARKET.live. We've got John demoing a little like highlighter stick underneath the eye. So if you're someone like me, I like to do my makeup on the run. Sometimes I use my camera to do my makeup. This would be such a better way to apply it because you're really getting to see yourself up close. So it's got many benefits, and again, going back to our theme of today being like these dynamite multitaskers, this is great. Good for gifting too. Everyone can use a little selfie stick. I feel like a lot of Zoom calls take place on my phone sometimes because, again, if you're someone that works remote or work at home, like I'm telling you, a ring light like this cannot just enhance your phone. Okay, maybe you take the Zoom call from your phone. What about your computer? You could probably slip this right onto your computer screen and it gives you that instant light. You don't need to plug anything in. There's no cords involved. We love cordless. Anyone and everyone loves cordless. Like I'm going to Africa for my honeymoon. This would be a great add-on because you just kind of charge it. So you got your charging port and you can take it anywhere with you. So we love that. All right, so multitaskers. I don't know, where do we go next, George? What's next on our list?
Mr. Mirror.
Mr. Mirror. Carrie says, love your show and need this ring light. Thank you, Carrie. And I agree, everybody needs a good ring light. Mr. Mirror. Mr. Mirror?
Mr. Mirror, right to your
Mr.
left.
Mirror.
Mr. Mirror. The little
This guy, right?
facial steamer.
Okay. Shh, that's the secret. So Mr. Mirror, this is one of those, if you're a makeup girly, obviously we are if you're tuning into the show. We've done a lot with all things makeup on All Things Alley, but this is multitaskers, all things multitasking, and this is something you can use. I don't care who you are, everyone can use one of these. I'm gonna have John demo this in a bit, but this is your multitask mirror, so it doubles as, you've got like your mirror on this one side. So I like to apply makeup, and then this is great if you're someone who really likes like a cooling setting spray. This, if you press this little button, can you see this, George? There we go. I'll use the mirror as the backup. So you just hold the button down and it just glides. So I love the look of dewy, fresh skin, and it's also really dry now. We're heading into those like drier temperatures and it's freezing cold. I don't know this week is freezing cold and everything starts to change and the skin gets dry. So this is something that gives you that instant refresh daily. So it's like I don't know, you know how they have those Evian water bottles? Have you guys ever seen those? And you take them on planes because you might get dry on planes because something goes, I think I've said this on shows before. When I fly, my skin just turns, I don't know what happens, but it just, I get off that plane, I am puffy, I'm swollen, there's no fresh air, I've got like 5 breakouts. This is something I would absolutely take with me on a plane when I'm traveling. I mean, this is anywhere and anywhere, anytime, right? So you got your water, you just kind of, hold on, I'm pulling it off. So, oops, see, I just spilled. But basically, what you do is, great. You fill it up with water. So this twists off and you fill it up with anything you like. So maybe you're really into like the facial mist, facial sprays, but you want to change up the game when it comes to your application. You've got this lovely little multitasker that gives you, and it's a really nice spray. It's almost like you feel like you're getting a facial. That's not always the case with sprays. Sometimes it comes on so fast. What were you gonna say, John?
Put vodka in there, by the way.
You cannot put vodka in here. You would put vodka in here. George, what would you put in here?
Water.
Just water.
Pouring.
See, come on. Who wants vodka in like a vaporized form? This is a really fun gift, or maybe like, maybe you've got a Secret Santa or something where you want to throw in something that's like, oh, what's that? It's good. Marie said, oh, fun, great for travel for sure. I know, I keep looking at this thinking of all the ways I could use this. I love setting my makeup with spray. So this would be even better because you get even coverage when it comes out like this. But again, traveling, I feel like that was long ago, like a makeup tip I learned from a lot of my makeup artist friends that said, when you're traveling, carry one of those baby Evian bottles with you. And when you land or throughout your trip, spray your skin with it because it gives your skin that hydration that it's lacking, especially when you're on those big, long flights. So this would be something great to carry. It's lightweight. You've got color options. This is for anyone and everyone on your list. I think that hunter green is really fitting for you, John. That like hunter green shade. Yeah.
Oh, that's totally.
He's not even. You would like this. We should have you demo with this. Can you do that? I'm just gonna start it up for you. You have to put it on your face. Okay, guys, we're gonna do the split screen. Oh yeah, okay, so just kind of like, move it around. Kind of like an S, like this, see? Just go like this. There you go. It's like a spa. How does it feel? Yeah, he's like falling asleep over there. It's really nice. When you get facials, I don't know if you guys have ever gotten facials, George or John, but they're really nice and they typically involve some sort of steaming, but you can kind of take that home. So, and you've got this nice mirror that I would use honestly all day long because you can just make sure there's nothing in your teeth. We know you check that after lunch. Okay? You never know, okay? So that is our mirror multitasker. And now we're gonna, George, what would be next? Okay. See, I should know, but I need the lineup. George, that's why George is here to help me. All right, so laptop? Love this.
There you go.
Okay, this is something that I mean, I would take anywhere and everywhere with me. I work from home and I work from my car. So if you're like me, or maybe you work at home all the time, or maybe you work in an office, we take Zoom calls now, right? COVID happened. We know that we are on video calls now more than ever. I love an elevated surface when it comes to laptops. So when you have your laptop and you've got your camera, there's nothing worse than looking down at yourself in that screen. First of all, there we go. If you think about it, George, like let's just say we have our laptop as is. Okay, the camera's here, you're looking down. Nobody likes a double chin on the camera, right? We wanna look elevated and like, oh, I have one of those, like, I used to pile books underneath my computer so that I could look normal in that camera, like, oh, hi, me. And I would pull my giant ring light and put it directly behind my camera, or my computer camera, and be like, okay, we're ready. No. It just got 1,000 times easier because now all you need to do is add your ring light to your camera too, and you're good to go. I mean, let's say you're in interviews. I'm multitasking this is like multitasking at best, right here. So if you're someone who, like, again, works with a team remotely, or maybe you're in interview mode, or you're at school, like, it's endless. Maybe you want to maybe you're cooking in your kitchen and you want to prop your computer because all of the directions are on there because you couldn't print them because your printer's broken like mine is every other day, right? And I also love like a live screen because sometimes these websites have videos. Maybe you're using YouTube to do a home repair. George, John,
Yes.
I mean, seriously, the options, it could go on and on with what you could use this for. So it gives you a little bit more height. You've got options with how high you want to go. So you've got all these little tiny, like, this will take you from high to low, and you just kind of move them. It's really easy. Maybe you're laying in bed and you want to watch a movie and you want to prop this up. I don't know. The options are, again, endless. I like that you have different sizing or different heights, levels. And then it's also super portable because it's really lightweight and just kind of folds up and goes with you anywhere and everywhere. I think if you're working out of your coffee shop, you could even use it for that. But then don't forget to add the ring light, especially if we're doing any kind of video conferencing, because that will just take people will be on your team like messaging you like, why do you look so good today? I'm just saying. It's a perfect setup, guys. All right, you need this too for over there. We need to give John one of these. Maybe we should set you up. Here, set yourself up. You have to pick your level, your height.
It's usually the highest one.
Okay, so we're talking about a lot of activities. Now this is another one. There we go. There we go. See it in action. John's the live model.
Yeah.
See, how's that height for you? Now, how many video calls do you take a week, would you say?
50.
Okay, would you rather have yourself propped up like that or be looking down?
Look, I'm sitting up straight.
If you did, and it makes you sit up straight. Yeah, and it's perfecting your posture.
I look younger.
It's a win-win. I look younger. Nobody likes that angle, I'm telling you. Anyone, please write in and agree with me. Couch Surfer said, I would put barbecue. Oh, I missed this comment, but I have to mention it. So in the steamer we mentioned earlier, the multitasker, we had someone write in and say, I would put barbecue sauce in it.
Asking, how does the ring light recharge? USB.
So the ring light recharges with USB, which is really easy. So you just like plug it in to anything that has the USB compatibility. I mean, my car does. So the beauty of that is if it dies, you could take it with you. And pretty much everything we have has USB. So you just plug it in. So there's no battery involved. It just sticks in the side here. It goes right into your computer or maybe your phone charger. We're gonna go back to that because I feel like that's something we can revisit. But okay, so speaking of multitaskers, we've got this little tiny fan, okay. This is the on-the-go fan. You could walk and talk, do your makeup. Oh, there's many levels too, guys. You could start off really low. We could go really high, and it's super quiet. Can you guys even hear this? Do you know what I would use this for really, truly, all the time? When I travel, I sleep really hot. I like really thin sheets. I'm never one of those people that bundles up and goes to bed. I don't understand people who wear like their long pajamas to bed because I'm just not like that. So I also love to have a fan next to me and at the bottom of my bed. So this could double as that travel fan.
You use 2 fans?
Yeah, I'm a weirdo like that. I literally have a fan at the bottom of my bed and a fan up by my head because I love the sound of it, but it's like very subtle.
I love the white noise.
Yeah, the white noise is lovely. So I would totally travel with this and prop it up right next to my head. You know when you're in a hotel room and you never sleep as is, you gotta at least try to recreate the scene like it's a little bit like home. I don't know, but another thing that's great that you could use this for is setting your makeup. So we just went over using our multitasker spray for many things, but I like to use it specifically for setting my makeup, refreshing the skin. Maybe it's a hot day, but you kind of want to dry off. Maybe you just did your foundation. Maybe you just set your makeup and you just want to like set it fully. You'd use a little fan. And then it also folds in half, which I love because you could put it on pretty much any surface. Maybe you're really into the Peloton. I'm back on my Peloton game and you get hot on the treadmill or you get hot on the bike. Carry this with you. I mean, it could go to any workout class really. I'm doing a Soul Cycle class on Saturday.
You use the Peloton and you do the class?
It's only because we're traveling for a wedding and we're trying to get a workout in on Saturday. I don't have a Peloton, my building does, so I use it. But, this is something that you could bring if you're hot throughout your workout. It's very lightweight. You could prop it up on your bike. You could prop it up next to pretty much anything. And I feel like I have a lot of people, like right now who my stepmom who are like going through menopause and they're always like, oh my gosh, I'm hot all the time. Maybe you have these. I know. I really hope she's not tuning in. No, but let's call it what it is, right? Like you've got those hot flashes, and I always have people reaching for books, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Having a portable fan that's chic is the best solution. Again, another multitasker. So you could use this pretty much anywhere, anytime. And that's the highest setting. I mean, can you guys hear that? It's really subtle. So subtle. We don't like anything that's got a lot of noise. Okay, we saved the best for last. So one of my resolutions for 2024 is to be a little bit more organized. Okay, so we can start talking about that now. And I'm a visual person, and I think even if you're not a visual person, I think you can always become one. And I think it's helpful when you write. There's something about writing things down, like little reminders. I don't know, pick up the groceries, like take out the trash. I don't know, you need to write your husband a little love letter. take out the trash.
That's not a love letter.
It's not a love letter, but sometimes it's things I need. This is not my job. You know, we all have our jobs, right? But, you know, little fun. Secret Santa, reminder, order MARKET.live. Then we've got call mom. Don't forget to call your mom, guys. But this could, I mean, these could double for, you could write out your schedule for the week. You could have your daily reminders. Maybe you're into those positive affirmations. January is a time to come alive. No, January is a time to really get on top. New year, new you. But stay consistent. This will keep you on top of your A game. And also just, you know, you can clip important reminders. You could tape random things to the board. I mean, the options are endless here. But I think this is good for anyone on your list. I would gift this. I would love this as a gift. And I feel like as we head into New Year's, everyone's always making resolutions, and oftentimes they're around some sort of organization or it being more present. So maybe these are little ways, little reminders you could create for yourself to stay on top of those resolutions. Maybe you write out all your resolutions on your memo board. What would you use this for, John?
I would use that to tell people what to do. Take the trash out.
Oh, like, you know how in a lot of houses they have like, what are they called? Like task boards? Like when no, they're called something. Like my mother-in-law always speaks to them. Like when the kids were little, they had boards and they all had their chores for the week on the boards. Maybe you could use it for that. Things needed around the house.
My kids never did chores.
Really? You didn't? I had like a weekly allowance, but I only got it if I did my chores.
I tried that, but then they just
It didn't work?
They just got jobs. Oh, as little
Well,
kids?
no, as little kids, like
kids,
I think I started when I was like 7, and I got $7 a week if I did like all these chores.
Oh, that's
And then every year you go, but if you didn't do them, you didn't get paid. And I didn't always get paid.
the big one was like cleaning the garage.
Oh, because that's like that's a
That's a real
huge
job.
task, yeah. That's a real job. And there's organization involved and all that. So the options are endless with this little daily reminder. What would you guys write? What's something you need to remind yourself today?
I think mostly like doctor's appointments, that kind of stuff.
Doctor's appointments?
Dentist, all that good stuff.
Do you forget?
I do. I put them in my phone, but then.
Well,
I'm
it's
very
visual.
I'm very
See?
visual.
I
usually, like,
yeah.
I have a daily planner that I have to write everything.
This is John's doctor's appointment. Appointments.
Appointments plural.
Yeah.
As you get older.
And then Allie's doctor's appointment, because you're coming with me tomorrow.
I can't wait to get our shot.
I'm a big baby, guys. I have to get like 5 shots tomorrow.
What do you get for your arm?
I don't know.
No.
I have to take like yellow
Rapid,
fever.
in your neck.
Yeah, when you go to another country, I mean, you've done it. What'd you just say? You just stick it in your neck?
Yeah, if you're going to Africa, yeah.
No, it's not true.
I thought it was the
He's just playing with me. This is not funny. You guys don't understand. This is not funny. This is a serious fear. It is not. I'm so embarrassing. It's the one time where I wish I could step out of my body and be like, I'm not associated with her, because I'm so bad with like getting shots. Ugh.
It's like, so
Yeah, but last week I went to Marco's appointment and he got the flu shot. That shot was huge.
I think these are more like a trigger.
Ugh. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure I'll have updates next week. I don't have to make reminders to do it because it's been in my phone. But you know what? I really need to upgrade to something more like visual. I think that's something I'm going to definitely have on my 2024 resolution board. Is just, this is what I'm going to use to write down my resolutions. Perfect for the college kid. Perfect for anyone. Maybe you're in high school. Maybe you're balancing like a lot of schoolwork and you've got an after-school job. Maybe you're in college and you're balancing all these credits and a job, right? Or, you know, and then there's adulthood, which is super fun and full of nice responsibilities.
Oh, I have some messages here.
Oh,
This is interesting. Bernie, my ex would have loved this. During her menopause, she would have slept in a wind tunnel if she could to stay cool at night.
yeah, I mean, we're pretty like open here, right? That is a thing. I've had personal experience with some girlfriends going through it, and it's pretty brutal. So having something, or maybe like even when you're pregnant, people get like really hot.
I'm ready. I'm sending you one right now.
Allison, I have a pin board in my kitchen. See, why, and you could use that for anything. Maybe it's like a recipe. You know, when you collect recipes, I feel like when I'm unable to sleep at night, I collect all these Pinterest recipes of all these things I'm never gonna make. Maybe this is the way to actually make them. You print them, you hang it up. You know you'll make it. Like I wanna make this butternut squash soup. I've had the ingredients for 2 weeks now. I haven't made it yet. So maybe I need to print it out and put it in front of me every day so that I'm reminded, make butternut squash soup.
And get shots.
And get your vaccinations. Cool that you got to choose your chores to earn allowance. Well, I didn't really get to choose them. Let's be honest, sometimes I feel like they were purposely made to be really hard, right, so that you'd be like, well, this week you're coming in at half the allowance. Yeah, $350. Like they weren't easy. It would be like dust the whole downstairs, you know, and like the biggest deal. It seemed like it was a huge undertaking. Yeah. And then if you did it wrong, my mom would be like, you gotta go start over again. Like top to bottom is how you dust, right? Because dust falls. And they would go in and do the test. It was like never an easy chore, and it was always different. So I didn't get to choose. Maybe that's the trick. If you're a parent and you're like, let's see if they'll actually do it. But it's a good way to learn. Like I will say though, I know how to clean any space pretty well. Maybe it's how you learn.
The basement is tough.
The basement is.
Like moldy.
The basement's got creepy. Yeah, like it's old.
There's bugs down there.
There's bugs down there. There's weird critters. We really went all over the maps today, guys. But we did cover one thing, and that's multitasking, including like balancing our multiple conversations with the theme of today. So great stocking stuffers for anyone and everyone on your list. Maybe keeping track of those 2024 resolutions. There's lots of options here. Tons. Hope you guys got some insight too, or some inspiration.
Yeah.
Thanks guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on All Things Allie.